Amigas y amigos de Hoyo 89.7, todo el pop, todo el tiempo. Quiero contarles que estamos conectados con un cantante, compositor y productor estadounidense originario de Texas, muy talentoso y bueno, le damos la bienvenida a Chance Peña. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing very, very good, man. Have you ever been in Mexico?
Man, dude, probably when I was a kid, my dad grew up in Harlingen, Texas, not too far from the border. And my
Okay.
grandma is from Mexico. I'm not sure exactly where. She moved over here when she was really young. She was a teenager, started working over here.
You are from Texas, right, Chance?
Uh huh. Yeah.
What can you recommend us from Texas?
Man, let's see. South Texas has a lot of great food, a lot of great barbecue. Not good for you, but it's good for the soul, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Austin's great, good culture, good music.
What
And
places
then,
do you like to visit?
man, really just home. Really just home. Austin's cool. It's hot too. It's really humid over here right now. I just got back to Texas yesterday. But man, it's just good people.
Amazing people. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. You have to come to Mexico and you're really welcome. Let's talk about your music, man, because
yeah,
you started when you were really young in music. You have a
yeah.
great story, and can you tell us more about that? Because you are a songwriter, you are a producer, you are many
Mhm.
things. So, what's your story with the music?
Yeah, man. I started when I was a kid. I was always drawn to it, gravitated towards guitars and stuff like that. And my parents noticed, and so they encouraged me. Even when I was a kid and I didn't sound good, I heard a video of me singing when I was 13, and I was like, I don't know how you guys encouraged me to keep going because it didn't sound
Okay.
good. But yeah, I heard Ed Sheeran say something like that. He's like, you always kind of suck when you're first starting, and then you put in the hours and the work, and you get good. But yeah, I just stuck with it. I've been singing and playing guitar and writing songs and producing for almost 10 years at this point. Um, yeah, and I think it's just I stuck with it. I started playing shows and stuff when I was 13, 14 around my hometown at bars and things like that. Went on The Voice when I was 15, and then I started writing songs for TV and film when I was 16 and 17, and that turned into me being an artist and releasing my own music. And I've always made everything from home. You
Wow,
know,
man.
a lot of the music's been made in this house.
Okay. And do you produce in that house?
Uh huh.
You have your home studio.
Yeah.
How do you started like in the production?
I just had a laptop and wanted to try. I had a laptop and then just
Okay.
a cheap little mic, and it just kept trying things. And I would make buddies out there, and they were into producing too, and then we kind of like learn stuff together, and they teach me things. And but yeah, just that way. It's you learn by doing it with your friends, and that definitely helped me.
Okay, so the songwriting came first. Because you were
Definitely.
17 when you entered this secret rock music publishing,
Uh
and
huh.
then you were really young. You worked with celebrities like John Legend.
Uh
So
huh.
that's amazing. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, that. I mean, so I had written that song with some folks in New York, and it was originally going to be for me to put out, and I don't know why I didn't. I just wasn't feeling like the song was right for me at the time. And I remember the producer called me, and essentially he was like, "Are you okay if John Legend sings this song?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm okay."
Wow.
And so he sang it. Yeah. I still haven't gotten to meet him though, so hopefully that changes one day.
And how is it like to work with John Legend? Because he's a legend actually.
Yeah,
Like his
yeah, yeah. No, he is.
last
He
name.
is.
So how was the experience? You went with him, you started like making this song, like this songwriting, or how does it happen?
Yeah. So for this specific song, we didn't actually work in the same room at the same time.
Oh man, okay, okay.
Yeah. So we wrote it, and then Greg Wattenberg, the producer, he flew out to John, and then they recorded it uh, separately.
Okay.
But like I did some harmonies on the song that they left in there. It's way back in the background, but you can hear my voice on that song. But it was cool, man. Like I think that was like the first big thing that happened for me, because
Okay.
I think I was about to turn 20 whenever he released that song. So it was just crazy.
Wow, congrats for that, man.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I mean, let's talk about your music because you're actually launching this single that is called "The Mountain Is You,"
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what's your creative process? What was the creative process behind this song?
That one, we played a show in Portland, Oregon, and they had an organ. The venue was a church, and so they had an organ in this venue. And I started playing it. I recorded it on my phone. And when
Wow.
we got done with tour, I came home and I really liked it. And I wanted to turn it into a song. And I was just, stressed out and feeling overwhelmed and stuff. And I was talking to my girlfriend, and there's this analogy I like of, you have this mountaintop in the distance that you want to climb, and if you focus on the top, all you're going to be thinking about is how far away you are. But if you just put your head down and you work and you walk and you keep moving, you'll get there eventually. Um, but yeah, it's really just about the obstacles within ourselves. And it came together really quick. I recorded it in a day,
Wow.
and it's one of my favorites.
So you also mix your music.
Uh,
Okay,
I
you
do.
mix and you make the master.
I have a friend that masters,
Ah,
but I do everything else myself, and it's a lot. I'm looking to have a buddy start helping me with all that stuff because it takes so much time.
yeah, man. I mean, there
But
are different things. They say that another person has to master your song because they have a different ear, and you're like looking.
exactly, yeah.
So, what do you consider that is very important in when you produce a song?
Hmm. It's kind of the same with songwriting for me. It's the emotion. It's like where does the song want to take you? And that sounds like a cheesy artist thing to say, but it's true. It's like what feels right. What feels right for the song. And I think with that thought, your instincts get sharpened over time. I've been producing for a long time, so I think I don't know. You just know what's gonna be cool, what's gonna keep people interested. Um, I kind of just think like, okay, what do I want to listen to? What makes me get into it? Because you know how sometimes you can listen to a song and maybe the chorus is good, but the verse is kind of boring, and you're just like, oh, okay,
Yeah, man,
So
you have to
you kind of
create an atmosphere, right?
exactly, yeah. You got to make people be interested the whole time, and I think the emotion tells you how to do that.
I mean, the way you tell stories is it's really important. So you also like made this music video. It's actually a lyric video, but
Uh-huh.
about the mountain is you. Where was the place you decided to record this video?
That was in Iceland.
In Iceland.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
And
so we went up there after tour, my girlfriend and I, in March, and we just hiked and did all that stuff. We had this little digital camera, and we just took it was just like home videos, and I was like, oh, this could be a cool video, and so I just put them together on my computer and put the lyrics on there.
so your girlfriend actually works with you.
She came out, we sang a song together. She's an artist too. She's great. Her name Lydia Cassetta is her artist name, and she's got music
Oh
out.
man.
Yeah, so we write together all the time. She's gonna come on tour and sing and stuff too. So it's fun. It's fun getting to do that with the person you're in love with. Make music together.
Yeah, man. How is it like to tour with the person you love? I mean, that must be
Dude, it's
amazing.
honestly it's pretty great because we don't have to be away for like 10 weeks.
Whoa, man. I mean, your family also like what does they say?
Man, they're proud. They're proud,
Okay.
and they're really excited. They're always asking me what's going on, and I'm trying to keep them up to date and stuff. But it's cool, man, because they've been there, obviously since the beginning. They heard me when I wasn't good, when I was a little kid, and then now, I'm doing it, and it's just cool, and I'm blessed to have people like them in my life that are just supportive and just love me.
I mean, how does it feels like to play in front of a lot of people? Because you have like recent presentations. You had recent presentations, but well, you also have these presentations that in outside lands and big station festivals, right?
Uh-huh.
So what can we expect from that shows?
Man, those shows they're gonna be fun. Well, there'll be full band, be some new songs, and we'll play all the songs that people know too. I'm excited. It's just gonna be fun.
Oh
And we've
man.
done the band and I. We've done probably 40-ish shows together this year, so we're tight. We know the music, and I'm excited to play new ones.
You're going to play your songs, actually, all your songs, like in my room. I love that song. I mean, I played it,
Yeah,
and it has like millions of streams in TikTok, millions of streams in Spotify. So, what's the story
uh
behind that? Because I know that that song is really important for you.
yeah, man. That one I made it here in Tyler. Um, Wrote it with a couple buddies. we were just hanging out, and we did a little demo of it, and then I came back home and recorded it all and wrote the lyrics. Um, and I didn't think it. I knew it made me feel something. My great grandma had passed away a few days before, and so she left
Oh,
me
I'm
this
sorry.
her
Mhm.
lap steel because she was a musician too, and so I just played it. I guess I kind of put that emotion into the song, and so the lap steel made that song for me. And I remember just everything it made me feel, and then people heard it on social media, and I guess it made them feel the same things, and it became what it is.
Okay, so that song went into the radio, right?
I think so. I think a little bit,
Yeah, man. I mean,
just a little.
it must be amazing. I mean, what's the most amazing experience you ever had in your career by now?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Um, headlining in Europe was pretty crazy. You
Okay.
know, because just moments where you're like, wow, these people from all the way across the world know my music, and they're singing the words back. That's been pretty cool, and it feels so real. I'm just so thankful to all these people that are listening. Because like I said, it starts in there. It starts at home, and then now everyone is knowing these songs and stuff. But biggest thing, I don't know. Another thing I think is cool is opening for Kaleo, this band I'm going on tour with in the fall.
Yeah, man.
Because I've listened to them for a while, and we're doing like a month's worth of shows together. So I'm like really excited.
I mean, where does the opportunity came from? Where do you met him?
That came from my booking agent. She it's all just relationships, man. I don't know how it came about exactly, but like heard through the grapevine that they were like fans of the music, and they were like, "Oh, I bet Chance would do well opening for them. Y'all should hit him up." Essentially, something like that.
Okay, and what can we expect from that show? Because I mean, you're going to open the show or you're going to be part of the show.
Yeah, we're opening it.
Okay.
I'm excited to do that because we get to play our songs, and then we can sit backstage and watch them play, which I think is going to be really cool.
Okay, Chance. What's next in your career? I mean, what are your what do you want to happen in your career? You want to collaborate with some artist or what are you
Yeah,
thinking?
man. I was thinking earlier. I like to just have relationships with the friendships. I think the best music I've made with people are they're my friends.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I think I'm just looking forward to the relationships that come into my life through music, and as things start to grow and creative partnerships and stuff like that. I'm working on an album right now that I'm excited
Hey.
about. Trying to get it done before tour so we can play all those songs. Uh, but most of all, I'm just happy. I'm happy with the people God has in my life, with the things that are going on, and just the music that's coming out. Man, I just feel very thankful.
I mean, you're a songwriter. You have wrote
Mm.
songs for other artists.
Yeah,
So we said John Legend, but what other artists do you have songs with?
man, there's some like TV stuff. There's honestly most of my buddies. My buddy Hayde have a few
Okay.
songs that we wrote together. He's got out. My buddy Zach Seaball. Um, there's a guy named Chance McCoy from Old Crow Medicine Show. We wrote a song together a long time ago, and he put it out. Um, and it's kind of funny too because you kind of lose track, because you're writing a bunch of songs and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, they're
man.
putting that out, cool. You just kind of forget.
Okay. What can you say to someone that wants to be a songwriter? I mean, what can you tell them?
Always keep learning. Always keep like figuring out how you can be a better songwriter. But also write from the heart. Write honestly. Don't try to chase trends or write hits. Just write what feels real to you. Um, I can go on and on about this, but yeah, yeah,
Thank you very much, Chance. Do you want to invite your Oye fans, our radio station fans, to hear your new music, like the montage?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, for those of you that are listening, that are fans of the music, happy you're here, and we got a lot more coming soon. But I hope you enjoy the mountain as you.
Great. Thank you very much, Chance, for telling us your story. We wish you the
Yeah,
best success. I mean, good luck with Kaleo with this
thanks, man.
world tour. It's a world tour. It's in the USA, right?
USA and Canada.
USA and Canada. Well,
Uh,
okay. So good luck with that, man. Thank you very much for
thanks,
this
man.
interview,
Of
and you're
course.
welcome to our radio station wherever you want to come.
All right, man. Hey, I'll see you soon then.
You're welcome.
All right,
Entonces,
thanks.
amigos, ahí lo tienen. Él es Chance Peña, ya estuvimos platicando con él. Bueno, tipazo de verdad y bueno, con una trayectoria impresionante para tener 24 años. Y pues bueno, sigan con nosotros que están en hoy 89.7 todo el pop, todo el tiempo.